Hello everyone, and welcome to this recorded game of the week. This is going to be a game that was playing on Monday or Tuesday, and I have to talk really fast because this is a deathmatch game. That's how you cast deathmatch games, don't you know? You have to talk really fast. So, a lot of these players, these are top level deathmatch players. We have Democracy of Gods. I think he's won 1v1 deathmatch tournaments in the past, which we haven't seen a lot of, by the way, in a while. He's playing as the Incas. We have Bro playing as the Saracens, going with a quick market strat, going to sell all of his food for gold. Bro is a top level, he used to be a top level 1v1 player, but I think he mostly plays deathmatch now. Extremely great player from Brazil. And for the other team, we have M coming. I don't know this player at all, actually. Although I know there are a few... Oh, shoot. I know that flag, but I can't remember it exactly. Anyway, he's a good level player. He's playing against the Saracens. No quick market for him. Different strategy right there. And we have Karma playing as the Incas. And he's from Finland. I don't know too much about him either. I don't know too much about the deathmatch community. Unfortunately, no one casts deathmatch games for whatever reason. So the big thing about deathmatch... Okay, there's a few big things. The first big thing is the rush. So we have the rush coming in for Democracy of the Gods. He's going to try to look to kill off some of these villagers. Looks like Karma has gone with a much more defensive strategy. And he's gone with champions to defend, and he's done a pretty good job at defending. We have 10 villagers for Karma, and 9 villagers for Democracy of Gods, so perhaps Karma picked off a villager with his eagle. Good advantage for Karma on the top side. We had on the bottom a market strategy from Bro. Bro has a lot of gold, however he has a lot less food, because he went with that market. That could put you at a disadvantage early game, because you sell off, instead of building a military production building, you build a market. However, it looks like Bro was able to defend. He's at 10 villagers. And M Cummings at 11. Those early game villagers are so important because the more villages you have, the more production buildings you have, and the more army you have. Another big thing about deathmatch, it's all about the map control, and it's also all about the army compositions. That's the interesting thing about deathmatch, in my opinion. Sure, you have a lot of micro and a lot of great action going on. You need an extremely high APM for deathmatch. But also, you need to know about your late game army compositions and how they work, and especially how they work as a team. So we have elite Kamiyuks, we have champions, looks like a few slingers in the mix for Karma. And we have an Inca's mirror on the top. So we'll see how that goes. And then on the bottom we have the Saracen's mirror. A few heavy camels to start things out. I think, of course, the Mameluke is a much stronger army going into this the next few minutes. And we also have some siege onagers as well. But not a whole lot of raiding going on. Look at this army from Democracy of Gods. Democracy of Gods, 70 military. Oh my god, Karma's at 130. Even though it looks like Democracy of Gods has more. Castle's going to get denied, and again, this is part of the map control. You have to know where your hills are. And whoever's going to take this hill is going to be at a great advantage. Oh, it's Pakistan. Algeria is the other way around. Oh, okay. There we go. Everyone commenting not on the game, but on the flags. Oh, that's good news. So Karma's going to try to go up this hill with these siege rams, and we'll see how it is. This hill is going to be a big deal. Down on the bottom side, we have Kamix versus Heavy Camels. It's never an engagement you want to take. This is a terrible engagement for Bro. He needs to go back, but he's going to lose a lot of camels in the process. And some nice castle positions for M coming on this hill. Bro's going to try to siege that with a lot of siege workshops, I suppose. And it looks like... Oh, castle going to go down. Big score lead for Karma. Score's kind of misleading. And Democracy of God saying, I need siege onagers. You need to be really aware of your team combinations in deathmatch. So Democracy of Gods only gets regular onager. He needs his teammate to come with some siege onagers. And things can go downhill really quick in deathmatch. Standard speed, as you notice, is 2 times, whereas the normal speed is 1.5. So those Mamelukes will do some good work. You want a little bit of meat shield in front of him, and now the Mamelukes will just die, because the heavy camels are on top of them. And a lot of momentum for Bro. Bro will take down a castle. You get 5,000 stone to start the game, and there's, of course, stone across the map. But you really want your castles, especially if you're a civilization like the Saracens. Those siege onagers getting a lot of good shots on those heavy camels, and one castle's going to go down. A lot of momentum for Karma. As Karma has taken that hill, he's going to place a castle on top of it. And where did all the army go for Democracy of Gods? Oh, I'm not sure. Democracy of Gods only had 45 military, 60 military for Karma. And this is pretty fun to cast. I usually don't get to cast this quickly or at this fun speed. I think I'll be doing more of these as long as you guys enjoy them, which I hope you do. Enjoy these deathmatch games. Big Mega Nail shot. Siege Onager, of course, beats regular Onager. And Karma just coming in with the Siege Rams. It looks like might not have enough. Those Siege Onagers from M-Coming, brought all the way across from the map, are doing a lot of work. Of course, Siege Onagers are great against infantry. And big stalemate on the right side, so that makes it easier for me to cast. Looks like Karma and M-Coming's team, red and blue, are going to be starting trade a lot earlier. And Karma just gonna siege these castles. We have both players in the area, but with different army compositions. We have Elite Kamayuk and a Siege Onager there, and Kamayuk and some Elite Mameluke. Now the Siege Onager are coming from Brew, a little bit late. Send Mameluke here, please. It says Democracy of Gods. Oh, up towards the north. What's the problem here? Oh, that hill is huge. Karma can push in onto the trade line super easy from that hill. And as well, Democracy of Gods is going to lose that castle on the bottom. Onager's going to do some work, but they should get taken out as now we have the camels from M-Coming coming in. I'd like to as well say, Saracens typically are not a very good civilization. They are an excellent deathmatch civilization. You want Elite Mamelukes, Siege Onager, that expensive armies are great. And that market bonus is a nice addition as well. And what the hell is Brew doing? Both players just, with their armies sitting at the bottom, neither wanting to engage. I think both players' attention are towards the top, as this castle could, you know, potentially end this game if it stays up and they're able to push into the trade line. Trade numbers right now, 14 and 12 and 21 and 11, so 10 more trade for Karma and M-Coming. Both players are building up their economy, so that leads to this little bit of lull. This basically mid-stage of deathmatch. We're only about 7 minutes in real time, and we're already in the mid-game of deathmatch. And those Cameos just destroying those Mamelukes. And here's the big push for Karma. This could be the game ender. As those Siege Rams going to get in under those castles. A few of them actually going for the markets. I don't like that decision. Go for the castles first. And a big counter force from Democracy of Gods. Those Siege Onagers, let's see them clean up the Rams and get some big hits on those Cameos. The Cameos, beautiful unit, by the way. Let's see them that often. Okay, it looks like we're going to have a cleanup. So one castle going down, one market going down. But nothing too devastating. Democracy of Gods knows how important this area is. That's why he's building a castle all the way in the edge of the map. And hopefully prevent raiding later on, I guess. I don't know. Siege Onager needs to fire more. I think Brew could have had some better micro in this game. This Siege Onager's not firing from Brew. Another X. Yeah, going to take down that castle. And looks like Democracy of Gods and Brew are going to be able to defend for the time being. In fact, Brew is actually pushing in on the bottom side. The tables have turned, and now it looks like Brew and Democracy of Gods are in the driver's seat. Checking out the villager numbers. Villager numbers are pretty much the same. Military count, 50 and 25. 25 and 36. More military for Brew and Democracy of Gods, particularly for Brew. And now we got 4 trebuchets, weak ones albeit, but 4 trebuchets parking themselves under 2 castles of them coming. If those castles go down, it'll be an easy way to get towards the trade, and once you get the trade, then it's over. Yeah, it's nice, instant action. It's a nice change of pace. I wouldn't cast deathmatch games all the time. I think it's good for a change of pace, and particularly because we don't see this very often. And there are some very nice things to appreciate about deathmatch, although I do believe random map is the superior game mode. But again, it's a nice change of pace. I'm obviously an RM player. Let's get Hill, ask for res. So Democracy of Gods, they have to be referred to this hill. This hill is so important. They want that hill so badly, so they're able to defend. A lot of Rams going down for nothing. Those Cameos could go down for nothing. And it's always the siege. Siege is so big in any engagement, especially if you can afford it. But those Onagers just paid for themselves 5 or 6 or 7 times over, and they're still up. Just killing so many Cameos. What a big waste from Karma. That hill's going to be nice, but it looks like they should be able to push up that hill. And what's going on down here? 1 castle, 2 castles going down for M-Coming. I'm okay, trade back. Castle going down for Brew, however. Not enough villagers in the area to repair it. Both players losing their castle. Another castle coming up from M-Coming. We have the hill being taken from Bro. Maybe he wants to place another castle on top of it. And the hill going to be taken from Bro and Democracy of Gods on the north. Big onager shots as the camels. Looks like Bro and Democracy of Gods have a lot of momentum. Any advantages for the other team? Oh, big trade raid, big trade raid. This is why you want that castle in the back, so they can take out these Mamelukes. Huge trade. I can feed now if needed. Huge trade raid. Where's the defense? Where's the defense? Oh boy. Finally gonna get the cleanup. More camels coming in from Bro. Oh boy, that's a lot of trade down. Trade numbers 33 and 39, so around 70 total. It's still about even. Trade numbers are about even. I guess Democracy of Gods. Well, they got their trade up later, so that explains it. And castle coming up from M coming, so... Oh, I don't know what happened there. Bro being too slow to rebuild his army, I guess. And here's the next big hill. This Trebuchet gonna get a few shots off on that castle, I guess. I meant to say the castle. Castle gonna go down. This is a big castle. If Democracy of Gods can get it up, it might get destroyed immediately if these onagers attack at the right time. Let's see. Big hits with those siege onagers. Really game-changing. And I don't think they have enough to take over this castle. Yeah, it looks like that castle's gonna get denied. One onager from Democracy of Gods with the hill gonna take out these siege onagers. Let's see some big onager shots. The castle did get denied. There's no more villagers in the area, and this castle should get down. Pretty back and forth game so far. So once again, we're in this area of the map. There's no military here. You have a big raid from Karma. You can't raid as good with Kamiyuks, however. And there's some castles in the area, so they should be able to clean up these Kamiyuks. Kamiyuks are not a great raider. Doing work! Yeah, doing great work. And another castle towards the back of the map, and these Kamiyuks won't be able to do too much. Let's see if they can maybe kill a market, kill a few trade cards. Not really. They're not even really paying off their own price. But I guess we'll have to see something to clean up these Kamiyuks other than the castle. Oh, more onager shots! I love this. This is great. More trebuchets parking themselves on top of the castle. Advantages this game? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Hard to tell. 85 trade. 75 trade. Pretty close. Villager numbers. I don't know how much it matters now. But let's look at overall population. 165, 155, 150. Small advantage for Democracy of Gods and Bruh, I think. Kamiyuk's getting cleaned up. And now the game's pretty easy to understand. And now that there's no more big ratings or huge battles going on, we have a little bit of calm before the storm. Democracy of Gods is going to park that hill. Arma's actually not going to go for that hill. He's going to go for the weak side. This is a great move. Never attack where your opponent is strong. Always attack where they are weak. And there's no hill in this area, no military in this area. Those siege ramps should be able to take down that castle instantaneously. The bottom, nothing going on. What is Incoming doing? Maybe rebuilding his economy? I don't know. Certainly, I think Incoming needs a lot more trade. You should be at 40 trade cards, especially with the gold-heavy civilization like the Saracens. Huge onager shots. And nice castle for Karma. It can get trebbed down. The Democracy of Gods is camping that hill. However, this is what he has to worry about. These siege rams going to take down a lot of production buildings. Could take down another castle. And here's the trade. Trade is very exposed here. Look at how protected the trade is in the north. And how exposed it is here. With that said, it looks like this castle is going to get destroyed. And that should be the end of that push. And a little bit of a trade raid from Incoming. It's easy to sneak your army out across the map. They'll take down a few trade cards, but not too much. Maybe 10 trade cards. $55, $75. Have to check this all the time. There's still more trade cards for Bro and Democracy of Gods. And it looks like we're going to have a coordinated push on the bottom. Will they be ready for this? Never saw a castle on that hill. Alright, here we go. Here comes the ram train. I don't know if that's going to be enough. The siege onagers are so strong. We need more siege onagers from Bro. Where are the siege onagers? I don't think they're going to get this castle down without taking out those onagers. Not at all. And in this matchup, I would have expected at the early game to see more Husser. However, those Kambiks have just been so good. Against Cavalry, I guess that's why we haven't seen it. So if you're an inexperienced deathmatch player and you're thinking about this matchup and you're making a bunch of Hussers, maybe you lose really early. Alright, two Trebuchets just going to park that castle. The army's no longer under the castle. The army's here on the right side where they came to defend. Remember, there was that big push happening there. So the army's here on the right. It's not towards the middle. So these Trebuchets going to go after that castle really immediately. And now Karma can try to take that hill. Oh, at the bottom. Just some defense. Some castles for production, probably. Democracy of Gods. To help support his teammate. No siege onagers for Bro. We need way more siege onagers. Here they come, finally. And a big engagement. Here comes the siege onagers are coming. It's going to destroy the army of Democracy of Gods. Oh, I don't know who that favored. A lot of friendly fire there. I think he was saying, I need 50 siege onagers, and that's going to be the game. Democracy of Gods and Bro got to resign immediately. Oh, God. So, I think that was a little quick GG. But, alright, let's see the GG. So, let's check the populations. 190, 170. 170, 190, yeah. Military, 45, 30. More military for blue and red. Trade, 57, 48. Might be a GG, but they know better than I do. I think that Karma, maybe they're thinking like one step ahead, but Karma and M-Coming would have taken this hill and start to trim down all these castles and maybe got into the trade. Perhaps Democracy of Gods and Bro were hurting for resources. The Democracy of Gods has a lot of resources. Bro. Sure. Gonna get clean up here. I think a little early GG, but regardless, it was still a very good game. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll cast more deathmatch games. I enjoyed that. I cast more deathmatch games if you would like me to. And you tell me that. Take a look at the achievements. Best KD ratio for Karma. Expecting the Saracens to have the best KD ratio. So siege onagers. Oh, it's not the best KD ratio. It's the most kills and deaths. There we go. Yeah, better KD ratio for the Saracens players, I think. 170 villager high for Democracy of Gods. Maybe too many. 17 castles for Democracy of Gods. What the hell? Never see that in an RM game. Matches are fun to watch. I think so too. Alright, that's all I had for recorded games for today. Guys, I could look for some live games. I don't know if there's anything good going on. Oh yeah, we do. We have MBL versus Vivi. Gotta check out the stream, see where that game's at. I'm assuming one of these players is streaming. And since we're done with the caster today, we do this every week. Please follow the Discord below to see the Voobly official channel. You can also turn on notifications for the Twitch channel by somewhere in the top left or something. Or in the top right where the heart icon is. You can turn on notifications. You can donate to the channel. You can donate to us individual casters as well. So we're trying to get enough money for a show match. And our individual streams are below on the channel if you're interested in applying and becoming a member of the Voobly official channel, then feel free, because this is a volunteer channel. That's pretty good viewers this week. So let's take a look at the MBL and Vivi are in the very early game. I could speed up and cast that. Let's do one more, but we're gonna have to speed up through the very early game of the matchup. I don't mind. So last game for today. Bonus game. Oh, and everything crashed. I don't know why. Oh, that's odd. Why you crash for me?